Okay. Let's see. Hi guys, Rebecca the Explorer here. Today is 11/22/2016. The time is 2:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In front of me, I have a map of Google Earth. Country we are looking at is New Zealand. Yesterday's colors up until middle of the night were in yellow, and today's are in green. I will have to go backtrack here. Anyway, let's start off with our yellows that started during the night last night, which led up to our bigger earthquakes. First was a 1.4. It was 15 kilometers deep. The second was a 2.8, and it was 124 kilometers deep. Which also sits here, you can tell. Pumping operation, yay! The next earthquake was a 2.6 at 10 kilometers deep. This seems to be an area that has some mining and stuff going on. The next earthquake was a 2.1 or a 2.3, and it was 99 kilometers deep. Also in an area where some tree cutting has been going on. The next earthquake was a 1.9. It was 2 kilometers deep. The next earthquake was a 1.5, and it was 8 kilometers deep. Next earthquake was a 2.2, and it was 19 kilometers deep. Our next earthquake was a 3.1, and it was 103 kilometers deep. Next earthquake was a 2.5, and it was 66 kilometers deep. Our next earthquake was a 1.2, and it was 5 kilometers deep. Sometimes this gets me upset. Okay. Okay, here we go. 1.2, and it was 5 kilometers deep. The next one was a 2.4, and it was 41 kilometers deep. And this is North Island. The next one was a 1.5, and it was 5 kilometers deep. The next one was a 2.8, and it was 6 kilometers deep. The next one was a 1.3, and it was 62 kilometers deep. The next one was a 1.2, and it was 5 kilometers deep. The next one was a 2.6, and it was 108 kilometers deep. Okay, now that I've caught up on some of the yellows, I'm going to turn those off because they're not needed for now. I didn't get them to turn off. I'm going to leave my flag zone. Okay, this is where we start with a 3.0 last night, and it was 15 kilometers deep. It was followed by a 4.9 that was 45 kilometers deep. The next earthquake was a 3.6, and it was 5 kilometers deep. The next earthquake was a 4.8, and it was 15 kilometers deep. The next one was a 3.7, and it was 17 kilometers deep. My yellows somehow got mixed up, so it wasn't on purpose. The next one was a 2.3, and it was 6 kilometers deep. I'm still on the wrong one. Okay, we'll start where the 7.3 in Japan was. You notice there was a 7.3 in Japan, which was followed with New Zealand, which was a 3.3 at 45 kilometers depth. That was the first one that started after that. The next one was followed by a 2.7, and it was 21 kilometers deep. The next one was a 2.1, and it was 8 kilometers deep. The next one was a 2.2, and it was 2.2. It was 5 kilometers east of Portugal, and it was, let's see, nothing. And it was 13 kilometers deep. The next one was a 2.4, and a 2.8. It was 15 kilometers deep. The next one was a 2.7, and it was 28 kilometers deep. The next one was a 4.1, and it was 28 kilometers deep. And this is where I realized there was going to be some movement. The next one was a 2.8, and it was 15 kilometers deep. This one here was a 5.1, happened right next to the 4, and it was 28 kilometers deep. The next one was a 5.4, which happened down on the ridge. It was 30 kilometers deep. The next one was a 2.3. It was 194 kilometers deep. This one here was 30 kilometers south of Marapara. The next one was a 2.1. It was 11 kilometers deep. And this is along the area where there's been some movement. The next one was a 2.0, and it was 21 kilometers deep. Sorry, my child just got home from school. The next one was a 2.6, and it was 20 kilometers deep. The next one was a 3.1, and it was 48 kilometers deep. Next one was a 3.1, it was 48 kilometers deep. The next one was a 2.9, and it was 45 kilometers deep. The next one was a 2.2, and it was 7 kilometers deep. And these are leading into today. The next one was a 1.9, it's 12 kilometers deep. The next one was a 3.1, and it's 24 kilometers deep. The next one is a 1.9, and it's 8 kilometers deep. The next one was a 2.6, and it was 35 kilometers deep. Give them that ping pong motion. The next one was a 1.9, it was 15 kilometers deep. The next one was a 2.5, it was 25 kilometers deep. And I just forgot to change my colors. The next one was a 3.5, it was 15 kilometers deep. The next one was a 2.1, it was 6 kilometers deep. Next one, and I changed to purple after the major earthquake. The 9, it was 15 kilometers deep. The next one was a 2.8, it was 14 kilometers deep. Or 42 kilometers deep, sorry. The next one was a 2.5, it was 15 kilometers deep. Mine is closed. The next one is a 2.0, and it's 5 kilometers deep. The next one was a 2.4, it was 11 kilometers deep. And I'll explain all these in a minute. The next one is a 2.5, it's 22 kilometers deep. The next one was a 2.6, and it was 9 kilometers deep. Okay, now we're going to skip ahead to today's, because we already know that there was a 4.4 last night, and that there was the 5.7 that hit the South Island, and a 5.4 that hit the North Island. And my sister just brought me something to eat. Okay, we're going to skip to today. I'm just going to show you what I'm seeing. Last night, what I was watching when we had a deeper earthquake in this area. What I was watching last night was the earthquakes progressing down the hill. And I was adding them together and figuring out what they would equal up to. It ended up being 5.4. This is only on half of this hill, so it's not all the way to the bottom yet. And I've seen a progression this way and a progression this way. night I was thinking that there would be a bigger earthquake here, and it did end up being a 4.4 between these two islands. There's also been a storm going on down here, which led to the it was a 5.7. USGS downgraded it to a 5.3 or 4. This was widely felt. This area is still swarming. Some of it is aftershocks, but I'm also seeing some movement here along the fault line, which is running down this way and coming down this way. You can see it comes down this way. Now, when you have these coming this way, what my worry is eventually they're going to meet up in this area. So with the pressure coming from Japan, I would think that it would probably be a bigger earthquake. But I'm not one to give a forecast. I'm just stating that I see something bigger coming, and people should be prepared. Don't be scared. Have a plan. Know what you're going to do, and listen to Dutch Sense at Dutch Sense on YouTube. He's better at figuring this stuff out than I am, because when I say it's going to be a 5, it'll end up being a 6. And I'm not great at the number magnitudes yet, but I am pretty good, I guess, at saying where I see it's going to happen. I've noticed that after the Japan earthquakes, it seems like it comes around this way and it hits here. So it's pushing, but then again, some of it's coming around this way and hitting this way. So anyway, thank you for watching, and have a good day.